Hello, 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 hello. John Mason, how is everybody? Hope you're all well. Last night, Donald Trump gave a rally as a bit of a precursor for the so-called for the Freedom 250 events, celebrating our country's freedom from tyranny and the glorious liberties we stand for. But let's not kid ourselves, it's all about him. At the rally last night, he did his usual bloviating, his babbling idiocy, and several. It wasn't long before people just started dribbling out as he was speaking. Not just dribble. Actually, it was a good crowd of people leaving as he was babbling. And it's all, like I said, precursor before his own commemoration of the 4th, which is really a commemoration of his own rotten, miserable, putrid self, which he calls the Great American State Fair. You know, that some of the musical acts who Trump advertised would be performing the entertainment found out what it was and who it was for, and they dropped out. Now the ones that are supposed to stay there seem a little dubious, like the guy from CNC Music Factory, and one living half of Milli Vanilli. They're starting to be a little dubious themselves. So, that's one way to stand up to Trump. Not get involved in any of his rallies or events or any of his anything. That's a good way to protest against Trump. But there's going to be some No Kings rallies in cities all over the country. And if the last No Kings events are any indication, people in foreign countries will join in foreign cities. You see, Trump doesn't give a rat's ass about this country or its people or the Constitution or the Bill of Rights. He cares nothing about anything except lining his own pockets and keeping out of jail. Making sure that the penal system doesn't finally catch up to him. That he's held accountable for all his crimes and his incompetence, such as his rape of women, his tax frauds. I will not believe we are living in a democracy until Donald Trump and his brood of vipers are in prison. So, I'm not opposed to us celebrating with the beer and the cookouts and all. But after the beer and cookouts and fun, let's get back to work. Let's get back to work fighting for the people's freedom. Standing up to Trump. And that, my friends, is how the best way to celebrate our glorious 4th of July, our 250th year of independence. So many soldiers fought and died to preserve this country. to defend his freedoms. Are we going to let them down? Hell no. The fight is on. Let's get to it. And on that cheery note, advertisements. All this work I do on my media, this podcast, my blog, my YouTube channel, poetry, fiction, all my media work are all work. And I need to be compensated for my work. I put money out to put this material on these various platforms, and I need to be compensated, and also move it higher to a higher level, advance it all to a higher level. So, please go on my website, johnomason.com, and click either the PayPal button or the Buy Me a Coffee button and see what you can give. I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thanks. And also, Hipperific is a lovely little CBD product store located on Snyder Avenue near 15th Street in South Philadelphia. There you'll find some of the finest cannabis-infused products. Gummies and candies and drinks and teas and flour and hand sanitizer and lip balm and dog treats. Yeah, dog treats. Look them up, please. HipperificLLC.com. And my beloved career and business coach, Michelle Snow. Michelle is excellent in helping you develop your professional career or small business. Let you know what you're doing right, where you need work, and help you network with other up-and-coming entrepreneurs and professionals. Please look her up. growwithsnow.com. Okay? Alright then. The fight is on. Trump keeps losing and losing and losing. But he still has the power of the state. He still has his ICE goons. He has his goons in the Supreme Court. And of course his MAGA minions who actually believe everything he tells them. But let's not let that deter us. The fight is on, and if we band together, learn and study and organize, we shall win. Thank you. Have a good weekend. Shabbat Shalom. Bye.